Pride of Britain Awards are on TV tonight. I cannot wait to watch it. We, of course, celebrate our unsung heroes there every year, and this year including Leanne Pero, who, after getting the all clear from breast cancer back in 2017, started the charity Black Women Rising, which is aimed at raising vital support and cancer awareness amongst women of colour. She has raised over £1 million in funding for that to date. So it's no surprise then, is it, that she received a special recognition award? Oh, congratulations!
Thank you.
How does it feel seeing that now?
Oh, it's quite emotional.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know. I just enjoy what I do, and I know it's needed. So to be recognised in any way, honestly, it's such an honour. I still haven't come down from it. I'm going to have to take a couple of days after this to make it all sink in.
And I suppose it'll be emotional watching it all tonight on ITV at 8 p.m.
Yeah, definitely.
It was such a beautiful night.
Yeah.
And, you know, your story starts way before 2017. You know, the grit, the determination, the vision to help others starts way before. I mean, this was about Black Women Rising. But tell us a bit about, you know, might I touch on 13-year-old Leanne and what she might think of you now?
Yeah.
To fill people in on...
Absolutely. So, yeah, I've run a community dance company, which I founded at 15 years old. And it was after I went through childhood sexual abuse, which completely changed my life and how I felt about myself. And dance really saved me. You know, dance was that vehicle. And then at 15, I wanted to give back. Partly as well, I was quite a bossy person, and my dance teacher always used to get me to, like, fill in, you know, for her when she wasn't around. So I just had that natural gift of teaching, and that's when I started my dance classes in the community. And I guess that's where my love for, like, building communities really came from, because that's what saved me in that time. So it was, if you knew me, of no surprise after I was diagnosed with breast cancer that I was going to set up something for my community as well. It's
absolutely... that fire that you have in you from being a very young girl, what do you put that down to, this idea that giving is receiving, that giving to people, that creating communities is what your life purpose is? Such a really good question, and I think that's what I realised at a really young age, that that was my life purpose. I had no desire to focus... Like, we grew up really modest as well. Like, I'm one of 7, you know. My mum single-handedly brought us up by herself. You know, this idea that, you know, the world, like, money makes the world go round and all these things, we didn't grow up with those principles. It was about giving, you know, giving back, and it was about looking after each other. And I think that really has installed in all of us, actually, from a young age, you know, and just helping people, you know, and that's that big family spirit that we have, you know. And so when you created Black Women Rising, this is because you felt that Black women in particular, at that time, in terms of breast cancer care or communication, there was something specific that you needed that wasn't being provided. What was that was missing? To be honest, it was some of the reactions I got back when I was diagnosed. Obviously, I was a fit and healthy person, and I was in the dance and fitness industry. And one of the first things I was told when I, you know, revealed my cancer diagnosis to someone in my community was, Black people don't usually get cancer, so I'm not too sure why you've got it. Wow. You know, when it came to things like, you know, me taking chemo, please don't take chemo. Why don't you go on a juicing or fasting diet? You know, I was asked by, you know, someone, you know, not to take my breasts off because I ended up with a double mastectomy because I do have family history. My mum's had breast cancer twice before. So you found that in the sort of Black community that you were trying to get support from, that you tapped into an unknown reserve of stigma around breast cancer. I definitely saw that. And not only that, you know, when you're in that chemo ward, you form bonds. And, you know, there's many women that look like me. I'm in an inner-city London hospital. And, you know, there was very similar cultural nuances amongst us all. Women in there that were not allowed to reveal that they had cancer, you know, to their other family members, so they were in the ward on their own. But but the flip side to that, and why this work is really important, was failing to communicate this with healthcare professionals, and healthcare professionals not understanding why that person might be quite difficult, why that person's going through a hard time.
Why they might be lonelier.
Exactly.
In a way.
What's going on
a bit more
at home.
isolated than you might expect.
And so that's when I did. I set up this group, and it wasn't meant to be a group. It was just meant to be, you know, it wasn't meant to be a charity. It was meant to be a support group. I needed it just as much as them. And it grew, and it grew, and it grew.
And you know, how did you end up raising so much? I mean, charities will wonder what was the secret to raising £1 million. I mean, that's for any charity, that's an extraordinary thing to have achieved.
So my dance company is a community interest company.
Social enterprise.
So I've been fundraising since I was 15 years old.
Wow.
So that is the secret, you know. And I think a lot of people go, somehow that we've had this stroke of luck. No, before Black Women Rising, I had been doing this for 15 years. I've set up charities for well-known brands. I've done fundraising, so that is my background.
Amazing,
you know. So
isn't it?
I used all those skills and poured it into this little charity that I just felt like that just really had my heart and really connects with the people and the women that we serve. And all of the women we've lost along the way have just really inspired me to keep going. And I think that's what's really got us to this place now.
Yeah, and you know, in faith, people say, you know, God gives his strongest soldiers the biggest challenge. And I feel like you embody that, that you were the one person who could deal with this. And how is life now for you personally, your health, post-cancer, this life? What's it like?
Well, I actually celebrated the day of the awards. It was 9 years since I was diagnosed. So I am officially 8 years, no evidence of disease, which I just give thanks for because it's such a huge monument. And life is good, you know. I love what I do. I have a great personal life, and this work keeps me going.
Well, you keep a lot of people going. It was incredibly moving on the night.
Thank you.
Congratulations. It's just an absolute honour to be in your presence, I have to say.
Thank you.
Leanne. And the Pride of Britain Awards are on tonight at 8 p.m. on ITV1, and you can head to our website, of course, where you will find, and I know you love this, Leanne, you've been involved, the Change and Check stickers with those all-important signs and symptoms on how to find breast cancer early, should you be one of those who unfortunately gets that diagnosis. But thank you so much for everything, and it will be a tearjerker tonight. So we had Luke on yesterday. I mean, amazing. And that's a wrap for this video. We hope you enjoyed it. We have all the best moments from the show right here on the channel, and if you like this video, then we think you'll love this one. See you next time.